cannot read.
Who is that?
Allah alone knows. Perhaps it is my husband. Quick, take your clarinet and hide yourself in the privy.
Peace be with you, friends. What are you doing here? Same thing as you! Oh, things are moving. Things are moving. I couldn't stay in the dark any longer. I had to majorly by.
The jester realized at once the exact nature of his predicament. But what if these four lovers should turn on him and kill him to hide their crime? He decided to try a trick.
Oh, sacred messengers of Allah! I know you. I recognize you well. You who are all white and flowery are the bold King Joe. And you with the string of vegetables must be the great Kadir who guards each orchard. And you with the lion skin, surely you are Cleopatra, queen of the Nile. And you, a glorious angel with a heavenly horn, are certainly Israfil, who shall summon us to the last day.
You are not mistaken, oh man. We are even as you have named us. We have come to earth through your privy
because we could find no other chamber open to the sky? Oh, illustrious saint, will you grant me just one wish?
Speak, sure, anything!
Come with me to the palace of Harun al-Rashid. He will be greatly obliged when I introduce four such famous visitors to him.
We shall grant you that particular grace.
Oh, my lord, allow me to introduce you to four sacred personages, our Lord, Job, Kadir, Cleopatra, and the angel Israfil. I found them in my privy, my lord, and I owe the honor of their visit to the saintly qualities of my wife, to whom you so generously gave me.
Have you gone mad? Do you not see this is a pastry cook, a greengrocer, a butcher, and a clarinetist? Shameless ones, tell me the truth. You are the lovers of that wife of his.
Well, it seems
I was. Oh boy! Oh, please, dogs! I grant you your divorce, Jester, and you lovers shall have your eggs torn from you. God!
But quick as lightning, the pastry cook came forward, kissed the ground, and said, "O most auspicious king, if I tell you a wonderful story, would you spare my eggs?"
It is permitted.
And the pastry cook began at once the story of the dream.
It is related that one night in Baghdad, a poor man lay down to sleep, while some in the city had fine carpets and fine pillows for their heads. He had but the bare floor in his little hut, and a gray stone courtyard containing a dry and cracked fountain. This night, the poor man lay down to sleep with a heavy heart, and a man came to him in a dream.
My poor man, know that your fortune lies far away in Cairo. Go and seek it there. Go and seek it there.
The very next morning, the poor man set out for Cairo. When he arrived,
Night fell.
he could not afford to stay at an inn, so he lay down to sleep in the courtyard of a mosque.
that night, robbers entered the mosque and broke into the adjoining house.
Awakened by the noise, the owners raised the alarm and called for help. Help!
The police arrived,
Found the poor man from Baghdad,
beat him, and threw him into jail. Where do you come from?
I come from Baghdad. A man came to me in a dream saying,
Your fortune lies far away in Cairo. Go and seek it there.
What a fool to believe in dreams. Know this, I too have heard a voice in my sleep. Not just once, but 3 times. It said, go to Baghdad and find a little hut and a gray stone courtyard containing a dry and cracked fountain. Under that old fountain a great sum of money lies buried. Go there and dig it up!
But did I go?
Of course not. Here, take this. It will help you on your way back to your own country.
The poor man recognized at once that the house and garden described in the dream of the chief of police were his own. He set out homeward. When he reached his house, he went into the garden, dug under the fountain, and uncovered a great treasure. And thus the words of the dream were wondrously fulfilled.
An excellent tale, pastry cook. I pardon you.
With that, the butcher came forward and said, "Most excellent king, I will tell you an even fairer tale." And the butcher began at once the tale of the contest of generosity. There was once
in the city of Baghdad, a boy and a girl who loved each other since infancy.
Cool as a night in the valley, green with flowers and merry. 8, 9, 10. Cool as a night in the valley, rings with flowers where we'll marry. 11, 12, 13. Cool is a night in the valley, rings with flowers where we'll marry. 14, 15, 16.
But as they grew, the fortune of the boy's family rose, while that of the girl's fell.
Beloved cousin, have you heard? My father and mother are forced to marry me to a sheep. I must leave tonight and say goodbye, forgetting how to love forevermore.
Farewell. Speak so sober. The golden wrists. And no more mine. Forever.
I am drunk with love. There is no joy in my cup, for I cannot meet my beloved.
Surely my young bride weeps because she has left her mother. Dear girl, if you cry for your mother, say so, and I shall fetch her to you instantly.
My lord, my grief and tears are for my cousin, whom I grew up, who loves me, whom I love. Oh, master, love's roots are in the heart. When love is torn away, the heart is torn away also.
Dear mistress, the law of Allah forbids one believer to snatch even a mouthful of food from another by force. Rise up and go with my full consent to your cousin. Give yourself to him and return here in the morning. From now on, you are as my daughter.
A blessing on you.
She left the good man's house, but had barely gone 20 paces when...
Give me all your jewels or I will smash you to the ground. You are the richest jewel of all. I shall have you all. I swear, I will not harm you if you give yourself to me freely.
Just when everything was going so well.
What?
I was married to a sheik, but I love my cousin. When I explained this to him, the good man let me go. He told me to consummate a marriage with my cousin and return to him as his daughter. But now I have fallen into your hands. Do with me as you will.
No one's accusing me of interfering with true love. I shall lead you to your cousin.
So saying, he took the girl by her hand and led her to the house of her beloved.
Beloved,
What? She explained of all her adventures.
what a generous
man
man
is she.
Cousin, there's only one thing we can do.
What?
I must return you to the saint, untouched.
What?
In the face of such virtue. What else can we do?
Children, you owe me nothing. I am in bondage to my oath.
So saying, the good man gave his house and all of his goods to the two of them, and went off to live in another country.
Now, Prince of Time, let us